Centaur, your kind of company.
Tonight on CTV3 News, fireworks inside the courtroom here in Orange Walk as the case of CIB versus the FIU goes back to court. San Felipe resident wanted by police hands himself to the cops. And we bring to you the positive side of the minimum wage increase. While some employers are saying it will impact them negatively, others say it will bring more economic movement. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Thursday, January 5th, 2023.
Ever since I was a kid, I've dreamt of going to Mars. You can keep my dream alive.
Come with me. You cannot, under any circumstances, leave my room, okay? Only for 35 days.
Enjoy your favorite HBO original series and movies with Centaur, your kind of company.
Everyone, including our elderly, needs to stay connected with their loved ones. With Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program, senior citizens can sign up for 10 megabytes of unlimited internet at a low monthly cost of $25. Citizens over 65 can sign up with a valid ID and receive free installation plus 1 month free on selected broadband plans. Visit a Smart showroom near you for more information on how you can enjoy Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program. Smart, bringing people together.
Good evening with your news. Also simulcast on Facetime FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. A man from San Felipe village in Orange Walk who was wanted by authorities for questioning has handed himself in to police. Geraldo Briceño walked into the Orange Walk police station on Tuesday, January 3rd, and since then has been locked up at the Colby Correctional Facility until his next court date scheduled for April, after he was charged for assault of a child by penetration. While in the wanted poster issued for his arrest, police do not mention why he was being sought. In 2010, the year when the last minimum wage was increased, the salary for shop assistants and domestic workers was increased by 33% immediately. This means it rose from $2.25 to $3 an hour, while those working in the manual export area of agriculture saw an increase from $2 to $2.50 and gradually to $3 a few months later. In the globalized world, low wages are important in developing countries, and that's why the Brazilian administration promised to increase the minimum wage in Belize. With that said, so many Belizeans anticipated January 1st, which would mark an important date for persons who earn a minimum wage across Belize. That means that, by law, the minimum wage has now increased from $3.30 to $5. For some, it may not be much, but for others, an increase of $1.70 makes living a whole lot better. But for employers, the increase tells a different story, and it does not have a happy ending for all. Some businesses that are just recuperating from the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic are already talking about cutting staff or hours of work, or even passing the increase to the consumer. Today, owner of RB's multi-service spoke to our cameras. He told us what his perspective is on the entire $5 an hour minimum wage scheme.
First, let me say I totally agree with it. I think it was long overdue to do that. The other thing I would want to say, it does not affect me directly because I have no employees working under $5 an hour. So it's for me, there's no change at the moment, right now. But as I was saying, I totally agree with it because I think $3.30 or what it was, it's not feasible. I don't see how a person can survive with $3.30 an hour. If you just look at the cost of food, that's a necessity that everybody needs to have. Nobody can survive without food. And just looking at what percentage the food has gone up the last couple of years, $5 is barely making it. So the wages are still behind in my view.
Rampel says that while for some employers it may be difficult to adjust, he more sees it as a positive and more holistically.
For me, I can't really talk for other businesses that now need to raise their employees' wages because it might affect them differently than it does me. But for me, I think it will affect me positive because I have a lot of customers that come and buy stuff from me that have been working for minimum wage. They will now be able to buy stuff better because it will actually help me. But in the whole, for the country, I think it's a very good thing.
Starting 2023, a minimum wage employee working a 45-hour work week in Belize will earn $225 weekly under this new law. With that, the PM and his cabinet are delivering on a major campaign promise. And the leader of the opposition agrees with Rampel. As he looks at the broader picture, Shine Barrow believes that with more money in their pockets, employees will spend more at the stores.
I would have hoped that it was $10, and I am not satisfied that the $5 actually means the $5. I think in inflation, in price gouging, in the high energy crisis that we have, it doesn't amount to much. What I would say to the chamber and to the business community is that we need to revolutionize our mindset. The more money that you give these 30,000 people, the more they will spend. We are a consumer planet, not just in North America and Central America, everywhere in the world. I don't know a place that is not driven by consumption. So giving people more in salary is not necessarily taking away. It's giving them more to spend on the economy. And I think it pans out well in the end. So don't be afraid of giving your society more, because then that means that they will spend more. They're not going to keep that money in a bank.
Coming up next, two of Orange Walk's very own named Kings the First New Year's honors. Stay tuned.
LG dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
Everyone, including our elderly, needs to stay connected with their loved ones. With Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program, senior citizens can sign up for 10 megabytes of unlimited internet at a low monthly cost of $25. Citizens over 65 can sign up with a valid ID and receive free installation plus 1 month free on selected broadband plans. Visit a Smart showroom near you for more information on how you can enjoy Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program. Smart, bringing people together.
The highly pathogenic avian influenza HPA185N1 has recently been confirmed in pelicans on the coast of Puerto Cortes and La Ceiba, Honduras. Additionally, HPA185N1 was confirmed in Yucatan, Mexico in November of 2022. Given the proximity of the infected areas to Belize, the Belize Agriculture Health Authority, BAHA, is reporting the threat level has been increased to high. Belize is therefore strengthening the technical and strategic response using the One Health approach to reduce the threat. This approach includes threatening the inspections of passengers and vessels at all points of entry, restricting the importation of poultry and poultry products originating from infected countries, testing and proper disposal of confiscated poultry and poultry products, strengthening laboratory capacity for in-country molecular testing of the current HPA1 circulating strain, including surge capacity, strengthening passive surveillance by encouraging the reporting of mortality, purple coloration in comb and wattle, and acute drop in egg production in poultry within the required 24 hours, promoting the reporting of mortality in wild birds and reducing response time, strengthening active surveillance programs focusing on high-risk areas that are habitats for wild birds and border buffer zones, strengthening and maintaining high levels of biosecurity in poultry establishments, fostering partnerships with the public and private stakeholder agencies, and fostering partnerships with the forest environment and mandated wildlife partners. High mortality in birds is reportable to BAHA within 24 hours. Reports can be made to BAHA, MAFSE, Forest Department, MOHW, BPA, or any registered veterinarian. The BAHA Veterinary Services can be contacted at phone 824-4872 or 302-1388, WhatsApp 614, that is 6891, email animalhealth@baha.org.bz, and website baha.org.bz. Metro UK has published a full list of the King's New Year's honours for 2023, among which 7 Belizeans are listed for entry to the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. Major Commander CBE is Antonio Tony Habed for services to entrepreneurship. New services OBE include Orange Walk's very own Badra Helwa Coleman for community service and Juanita Lucas for services to education. Ordinary members MBE are Francis Simon Flores for services to the community, Troy Donahan Gab for services to sport to the community, Clinton Vincent Polo Lightburn for services to sport, and another of Orange Walk's very own Benedicta Ramos for services to education. More than 1,000 people in the United Kingdom and across the Commonwealth were honored for their various services in all walks of life. Official ceremonies will be held later in 2023. Our congratulations go to the recipients. In Belize, the football sports has become more vivid over the last couple of weeks. This is a fact after the recent World Cup that flooded the social media with every move of every game. It is evident that in our small Belize, it is every football player's dream to make it internationally, maybe not become the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, but definitely to belong to a widely known league. In Orange Walk, Elmer Pott and his team at the Orange Walk Football Academy knows that too well. But in order to get children technically prepared, coaches are needed, and that is where you can come in to volunteer some of your time. The aim is to foster kids between the ages of 6 to 11 to become disciplined in a sport that is loved by many in Belize.
We have the Orange Walk Football Academy, whereby we work with kids ages 6 to 11. We give them football training, we teach them the basic football drills, and also we incorporate life skills into it. We try to ensure that we grow up the kids athletically, and also we want them to be a well-rounded individual in society.
Okay, so what would a day look for kids who come to training?
Well, our training usually happen on Sundays. It's from 9 to 10:30, 1 hour and a half. We come in here, we do our drills, but during the activity of the drills, we try to teach them life skills like, responsibility, proper hygiene, and we try to use whatever they know or they learn at school or within home, and we try to just empower them to keep on knowing that these are important stuff that they cannot overseen. So, and then at the same time, we have coaches that are training them the right way in football.
The job is entirely voluntarily. However, by volunteering, you may be able to qualify for certification programs offered.
Everybody have to make a start somewhere. So looking at volunteers, the only quality that I'm looking is that you have the interest to come and work with the kids, have that passion to work with children, because it's fun to deal with them. And some people some adults might take it as a frustration, but to me it's having fun, learning, and ensuring that the kids learn. So I'm looking for persons from 15-year-old onwards, that could be able to work along with kids. Again, when we come to this academy as volunteers, as I mentioned, it's free. We don't have the money to pay back, but then we find sources of how to empower them as individuals, whereby we have federation. The Football Federation provides football courses for coaches, and there's where you can get the opportunity to attend one of those courses and uplift yourself as a coach, get certified, and at the same time you learn more about the game.
If you are interested in the progress of children and the sport of football, then you can reach out to Elmer Pott, the technical officer at the OWFA, for more information. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Friday, January 6th here on CTV3 and Paste FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at ctv3news.bc. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.